Are you looking for a new trucking career? Maybe you aren't taking the pay your current company promised, you aren't getting the benefits you desire, or the company simply isn't a good fit for you anymore. If you want to switch carriers, it's important you do your research before switching to a new job. In this video, Holly will cover the top 4 things you need to consider before switching trucking carriers. We want you to feel confident that you've made the right decision.
Hi, my name is Holly. I've been in driver recruiting for around 5 years, and I've been talking with drivers like you to figure out what the needs that you have are. Today, we'll be discussing the questions that you should be asking when you're researching your next truck driving company. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is slowing down and taking your time while you're talking to these trucking companies. The first part of this discussion is, what kind of driver are you? Do you take your time when you're thinking through your decision, or are you kind of like rapid pace and you're fast when you're making your decision with making a move? We're going to discuss 2 kinds of drivers today. We're going to discuss transient drivers and methodical drivers. So transient drivers are the ones that are kind of making that fast-paced decision. They're maybe chasing a paycheck, chasing sign-on bonuses, and unfortunately not doing a lot of research or lacking research. Your methodical drivers are the ones that are taking the time and being slow about the decision, making sure they know who they're talking with, and really using that research to make those decisions. And you want to really make sure that you've thought through who you're speaking with, because that's going to help you ultimately find a successful home for you for your next job change. So you'll want to make sure that you're taking the time to talk to these recruiters to know what aligns with your values and what doesn't. Because if you don't take the time to bring up, these values and these questions, you might end up somewhere that you don't want to be, and now you're just back at the start line versus the finish line, which is finding, your home, your long-term place, which is where a lot of companies are going to want you to be. They're going to want you to be a long-term driver. So this is why this is important. The second topic of discussion would be finding out what area of operation the companies have and what style or lifestyle you're looking for, so you can compare. So I would be asking, does the company offer lease? Does the company offer company positions, or both? And what the requirements are for that, as well as, is it over the road? Is it regional? Is it local? And make sure that you're comfortable with what you're willing to do and what's going to work with your family and lifestyle. For surely make sure that you're asking, how many days or weeks are you out, and what's going to work for your family and your lifestyle in regards to what that company is looking for. I would also make sure that you ask about the company's safety protocols and the diversity of their freight. That's very important, as well as the career growth and what options are available to you once you reach, a certain point. Is there another opportunity for you to reach? The third talking point that I'd like to cover is making sure that by now you've got a list of negotiables and non-negotiables, and make sure that that list is going to align with what the company's looking for and what you're looking for. And I wouldn't settle for anything less, because if you do, you might be missing out on a great opportunity with a great company. Here is a list of questions that you should be asking before you speak with the recruiter. How does the lease program work? What's the difference between being a lease driver and a company driver? What are the benefits of each? How often can I go home? How are settlements done? Is the company stable? What is the quality of the equipment? Make sure you're also asking, how are they going to get you to orientation? Is it going to be a bus? Is it going to be a car rental? Is it going to be a flight? And are they going to pay for your meals? Are they going to reimburse you for fuel? And do you get your own hotel room? And any other amenities that come with, making the orientation and the transition to a different company as smooth as possible. As you're making a list of these negotiables and non-negotiables and just thinking about your move in general, I would be remembering to ask yourself, why am I asking these questions, and why am I making a move? And that's going to help you decipher which companies are going to be in line with your values and make this decision easier. So a last and final closing talking point here. Make sure that you know the carrier's reputation who you are researching. Make sure that you're speaking with other drivers. Make sure that you are researching their social media. If they've got a live stream that they do weekly or monthly or even daily, make sure that you're checking that out. I would also be, just making sure that you're talking again with not only other drivers, but also when you're speaking with other recruiters, ask if they know any information on the side just to see what they're saying, just to get a comparison. So just make sure that you're exhausting every opportunity you have to collect as much information so you know who you're working with and that you've got a great idea so that you can use that in comparison with your research. So just really get to know the reputation of that company and make sure again that their values and your values are aligning so that you can make a better educated decision, because that's a big decision that you're making.
Hopping from trucking carrier to trucking carrier will only leave you with a sour taste in your mouth. Do your research and ask plenty of questions to make sure you feel good about your choice in the long run. Don't apply to multiple positions and simply choose the company that calls you first. If your emotions are as widespread as the roads you travel across each day, it's time to get some advice from a pro. Check out the link below and fill out a quick app to receive more information from a recruiter today. Thanks for tuning in for another edition of the Truck Driving Channel. We make videos like this every week. If you found this video to be helpful, give the video a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you out on the road.